Howdy y'all, I am Ice Cold, and today we are doing Myth PvP yet again, and for this one, I honestly am pretty... This was a satisfying match, because I went against a balance in this one, and for those unaware, balance has been the best school for quite some time, and Myth has actually been a pretty good answer to that. So Myth has performed well historically against balance, and so, you know, I basically just played to Myth's strengths as best as I possibly could in this matchup, and I think it worked out really well. Balance does like to take more of a damage mitigation route, and Myth is very good at dealing with that. Not so much on the aura, I guess, aspect, because, you know, Attenuate will only get you so far, but just Myth being able to sort of get around things like weaknesses and shields is very, very helpful for the school, so that was, it was nice to just sort of play around with that. So this is the deck that I used, this is the side, but most of what I was doing was just sort of blade and hit a bunch, except not really too much emphasis on blades, just because Ra can be, like, it's not too, like, Ra is not really the strongest of cards, but it can, like, the damage from it can add up, and it can allow the balance to keep up their pressure and gain pips, so that is why I don't typically like to tri-blade too much against balance, but sometimes it'll work in your favor. And another thing to mention is Mythic Fuel. This card is very good against balance. And traps in general are usually regarded as good against balance. It's like the one matchup where traps are any good right now. So having these moose traps from my Maple Moose pet, I'd say it's very good. It's like these traps pretty much, it's like I said, they're only really useful in the balance matchup, but you know, whenever you do get a balance, you can work with that pretty nicely. So there's that. Pretty neat. So, yeah, we're really just going to have to see how Myth is looking as time goes on, but yeah, especially after this new update. So, with that in mind, the gear I'll just go over real quick, right? Trendy Fairy K Conical, this is the Jabalba, or I guess, what's the new one? Private Eye equivalent. That's from the Lemuria raid. I have not done the Lemuria raid yet, but it is definitely on my to-do list. So, yeah, I just didn't have the Jabalba Myth hat, so I just went with the Fairy Keg hat, since I just had it, I guess. And then, for the robes, I've got the Epic Plot Armor, pretty decent, pretty good stats all around there. For the boots, I've got the Jabalba Heavenly Boots. You can also get the new raid boots, the Private Eye boots. I forgot what they were called. I really just need to familiarize myself with the Lemuria raid, and I will, I guess, learn. But Jabalba Heavenly Boots, pretty good. Definitely best in slot right now. And then for the wand, Jabalba Heavenly Sword. Overall, just a good choice. You don't really need the extra accuracy, to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, you don't. So if you do want to use the 160 wand, you can get yourself some extra HP. But I personally do still like the 170 version because I'm short a little bit on some stats. Most importantly, Pierce. And the Jabalba wand does help me get back up to that without losing too much HP. It's only like about 400, 450, something like that. So it's a choice that you can make if you would like to. I just personally like having the slight amount of extra Pierce, especially given how high Myth's Pierce can go. So that's important. For the Athame, I've got the Mystic Chrysanthemum Knife. This is dropped from Takanobu the Masterless. There is an equivalent version dropped from Lambent Fire. That's its name. Okay, yeah. And then Amulet, Classical Legendopia. This is from the Liches and Legends Gauntlet, and, like, I guess, slash pack. So, I got that. And then for the ring, Skyfarer, obviously, just always the choice due to the pip chance. For the pet, like I said, Maple Moose, pretty solid. For the mount, I use the Clockwork Courser for the extra 2 Pierce. I just don't have it on me right now. And for the deck, Mr. Chrysanthemum deck for that extra juicy Dark Surge, giving you, I guess, one more spot in the deck, even though I wouldn't say you necessarily need it too much. I I almost never use these smith traps, but sometimes they're good. Anyway, that will wrap up this little intro, and I hope you enjoy this match. Kyle Sand Summoner with a Mighty Judgment Pet. Let's see. Probably won't want that. Or that, really. If it is a balance like I think it is, then, I mean, that alone, I can always just Reliquary over it. But yeah, I do think that it is a balance, so I don't mind just doing this and then going for Mythic Fuel. Yeah, I could also just... I don't know yet. I might lean a little on negative auras. Just to deal with all that. Now, the one thing I didn't have this round was a stone, so that's kind of tragic. Stone would have been prime here. So, maybe pull. Honestly, I'll Epiphany Blade first. Good chance he just takes a Scales here. And then maybe I pull a stone. No dice. Maybe I'll Spirit Blade first. Or just go for the pigs anyway. I'm actually getting shads really quick, so pigs might be the move. Alright. Never mind. Okay. So with that in mind, I'll do this. Hope I pull a stone. No stone. Cool. Awesome. So I guess this Reliquary, I'm gonna have to just let it time out. What's that going to be? Another Lore Master, so he's just egoing the stone the whole time. Alright, let me get rid of all the things I just pulled from side and try my absolute hardest to cycle main. So, all of that, and do this. If he... Well, what are we getting? You kind of just can't make that up. You really just can't. I have a pretty sick combo here. But yeah, I mean, he's just egoing the stone. A stone here would just shit on him. Like it would destroy him. I mean, like, what do, bro? Like, stone now? There we go. It's the last card in the hand. Does he shield now? He braces. That's fine. I'm okay with that. So, I can now go for this. At long last. And then I can surge into my little combo. .6 through a brace, that's pretty good. I could also attenuate. Definitely got moves. But I think Surge, Toth, Oni is what I want to do most right now. Hell, maybe he Chimeras. But... oop. I wanted to switch my pips. I hope he Chimeras now. That way. Or he can't actually tree me yet, so... that'll be helpful. What are we looking at here? Perfect. We like that. We like that a lot. So this into an Oni will go mad hard. And then if he wants to Chimera, go for it, man. If he... if he shields again, I'll probably just Blade. There we go, net neutral on the buffs. But he passed, so... I'm down for that, 100%. We'll get that pip and go for the Oni. It is into a brace, but it is buffed. I love this combo so much. It goes so hard, even into things like Stabilize. Like, this is into a Stabilize with one buff, by the way, and look how much it's about to do. 4.3k. Insane anti-P serve. Go nuts. Maybe I'll even, like, trap for the dots, because that was 4 rounds after the stone. So yeah, he Chimera'd now, but one of the dots is already gone. And it's going to be super overvalued, but I ain't worried. He's getting a lot of life pips. Don't really like that too much. So maybe instead of going for a trap, we'll go for this. Imagine he Tuarats, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, I think if he dumps his pips, I'll probably Surge. And I've got kind of the Holy Trinity right here, so... this one should be closed out. What's that? You know how good it feels that these people can't mana burn me anymore? Because I tell you, it is an amazing feeling. Like, we take that for granted, but, like, mana burn is out of the game. And I love that. So now we're at a point where, you know, if he shields, a Toth will most likely kill. If he judges, it won't do enough. Raw is fine. Because now I just stone. And I'm pretty sure those... Well, maybe those don't detonate because they're 6-rounders. But a stone will still kill. Like, no matter what. So, Stone Colossus. It is still kind of mental that this got within 1 turn, because he can judge. And at this point, a judge would kill. But, fortunately, we don't have to find out. 2.5k. Big dub. And yeah, dude, this card is actually nuts. Like, it can actually throw you off so bad. Alright. Big dub from that.